yesterday. He told you to your face, it was your fault. You made a mistake here. That you should have talked your son out of this because he's risking something being out of the fight game for 2 years.
My son did not tell me that. Look here, I'm just gonna tell you this right here. I believe my son can win.
Okay.
And that without a doubt. Look, man, you gonna see something you ain't never seen before.
I agree with that.
You done seen Floyd many a times.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you saw was success. And I'm gonna tell you, there ain't gonna be nothing else but that.
It continues happening. I don't understand how, but Floyd has woven himself into a contractual boa constrictor and can't get out of it. And likely the only way out is to actually fight.
Floyd Mayweather's father has finally addressed the controversy surrounding the collapse of the Manny Pacquiao rematch and the reported multi-million-dollar Netflix lawsuit connected to the dispute. Despite all the uncertainty, he insisted that the fight remains possible and confidently predicted that Floyd would control the matchup and eventually stop Pacquiao. The rematch became uncertain after Floyd Mayweather Jr. publicly described the proposed event as an exhibition rather than an official professional fight. That statement appeared to conflict with earlier discussions and agreements, creating immediate tension between the two camps and putting the future of the matchup into question.
What part did the atmosphere kind of play when taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it going to be like fighting him again, like 11 years later now?
It's just, I never really took any of, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy, I work out every day. And, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some...
Jazz Math, CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, reportedly warned Mayweather that going against the signed agreement could lead to serious legal consequences. He suggested that if Floyd refused to follow the terms of the deal, the dispute could potentially involve Netflix and result in enormous financial penalties. According to the warning, the possible damages could reach hundreds of millions of dollars.
This was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to...
Math strongly rejected the idea that the agreement was simply for an exhibition. He maintained that the contract calls for a professional fight and argued that the agreement remains legally binding. He also raised the possibility that Mayweather could be reluctant to face Pacquiao because of concerns about his current abilities and the potential danger of putting his undefeated record at risk.
Our focus comes down to looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line. Is he scared? Why would he else make up trying to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, if he wants to be, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is not, right? Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any.
The fight could ultimately collapse because Manny Pacquiao reportedly wants a legitimate professional rematch instead of an exhibition. Since Pacquiao does not appear willing to accept Mayweather's preferred format, reaching a final agreement could become increasingly difficult. The disagreement over the rules and status of the fight has therefore placed the entire event in serious doubt.
Mayweather-Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. Like I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like I want fight. Like there's a decision.
Right. And we hear you're quite the professional.
Wade Plemons has claimed that Floyd Mayweather may be dealing with significant financial pressure, pointing toward reported debts and questionable money management decisions. According to Plemons, these financial concerns could be one reason Floyd is pursuing several fights and business opportunities at the same time. He suggests that the pressure to generate additional income could even lead to complicated contractual situations. Some boxing analysts believe Mayweather could approach Pacquiao cautiously rather than standing in the pocket and exchanging punches. They argue that Floyd would likely rely heavily on movement, defense, distance, and counterpunching, which critics could interpret as avoiding action. Floyd Mayweather Sr., however, has defended that style, explaining that effective boxing is about hitting an opponent while avoiding getting hit yourself. Meanwhile, Floyd Jr. has reportedly been linked to several potential fights in 2026 despite the existing Pacquiao agreement. Taking part in additional events could create contractual problems if the bouts conflict with his obligations, adding even more uncertainty to his schedule. The ongoing disagreement between Mayweather and Pacquiao has also created uncertainty around Floyd's reported plans to face Mike Tyson. That matchup has already been delayed from its previously discussed April 25th date, leading to growing speculation that the event may never happen. With the Pacquiao contract dispute still unresolved, Mayweather's other exhibition plans remain difficult to predict.
Floyd Mayweather's potential other commitments. This is a little bit of a finer detail to the Manny Pacquiao fight and why maybe Floyd was trying to get around the verbiage of a real fight and flat out scam Manny Pacquiao and Netflix into having an exhibition when that's not what they signed a contract for. This might be why, because, you know, I had speculated Floyd didn't want to lose his O. He didn't want to be in a real fight because that jeopardizes his legacy, even though he says he doesn't care about legacy. But also, he needs money very, very badly. So he was going to try to do a workaround where he considered this an exhibition and maybe try to get it by Netflix in that same way. And they went, nah, dude, you signed for a real fight. Either honor your contract or we're going to court. And this might be why. Floyd Mayweather is dealing with contract complications that could affect his 2026 plans, including a potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather is dealing with growing uncertainty around his 2026 fight schedule as multiple agreements, including a highly anticipated rematch with Manny Pacquiao, now appear.
Reports indicate that negotiations for the Tyson event were still incomplete as the rumored date approached. There was reportedly no fully confirmed contract, venue, or official commitment from both sides. That lack of finalized details suggests the fight may have been more of a developing possibility than a firmly established event from the beginning.
See, adding to the situation, Mayweather has been linked to other exhibition bouts, including matchups with fighters like Manny Pacquiao. That is not an exhibition. Mike Zambides, I'm pretty sure that's a kickboxer. However, those events have also faced complications due to legal and contractual issues. As a result, the possibility of Tyson-Mayweather exhibition remains unclear. Dude, it's not happening, okay?
At the same time, Mayweather's current situation may be influenced by the desire to secure additional income quickly. That could help explain why he has been connected to multiple overlapping exhibition opportunities. Pursuing several events at once may have created scheduling problems and potential contractual conflicts. With promoters and advisors also dealing with uncertainty, the Tyson matchup has effectively been left in limbo, making its future increasingly difficult to predict. Simon Jordan believes a Mayweather vs. Pacquiao rematch is being driven primarily by business and entertainment rather than sporting necessity. He questions the purpose of bringing back the rivalry, particularly because Pacquiao has continued competing at an advanced stage of his career while his performances have naturally changed over time. Jordan also points to Mayweather's recent exhibition career, including the Conor McGregor event, as evidence that Floyd's current fights are more focused on spectacle than elite competition. He argues that platforms such as Netflix have helped push boxing toward an entertainment-first model. In that environment, matchups are increasingly judged by their ability to attract viewers, generate subscriptions, and create worldwide attention. If two famous fighters can produce a massive audience, the commercial value can become more important than traditional sporting considerations. Manny Pacquiao has suggested that Mayweather's decision to label their rematch an exhibition could be connected to concerns about protecting his undefeated 50-0 record. Pacquiao believes that Floyd's perfect record is one of the most valuable parts of his legacy and public image. A defeat could potentially damage the reputation that helped Mayweather secure major events, sponsorships, and worldwide attention. From Pacquiao's perspective, that could explain why Floyd would prefer an exhibition where his professional record remains untouched instead of participating in a fully sanctioned fight. The disagreement has created another major divide between the two camps, with both sides offering very different explanations for why the rematch has become so complicated. The proposed Mayweather vs. Pacquiao rematch is being promoted as a major global entertainment event that could generate enormous pay-per-view revenue and international attention. Their legendary reputations alone could attract a huge audience despite both fighters being well beyond their prime years. Mayweather is also expected to remain involved in exhibition boxing, with multiple events reportedly connected to his 2026 schedule, including a highly anticipated matchup with Mike Tyson. He could continue taking part in exhibition-style events before considering any return to professional competition. Because of his undefeated record and worldwide popularity, almost every appearance still generates significant media attention and commercial interest. Critics, however, argue that these events are now driven more by entertainment, nostalgia, and revenue than by genuine competitive boxing.
Floyd's signature's on multiple contracts.
And it says professional fight.
Professional fight.
Why do you think that Floyd is now saying, after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition? Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
That's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're an undefeated fighter, and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed.
What do you think about the Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch? Do you believe this is a real competitive fight, or is the entire situation mangled?